It's 2021. We live in the age of information. In fact, we live in the age of too much information, okay? And so it is no longer okay for you to justify saying this phrase, I just don't know. Because that means you're not even trying, okay? In the age of too much information, ignorance is a choice. Okay, so what do I mean by ignorance is a choice? Well, right now, wherever you're watching this, probably on your phone, which we all seem to have, you are literally seconds away from finding and Googling and DuckDuckGo.com searching. You are able to find literally a manual, a list of how-to, and 90% of all this information is free or close to it. We've evolved past the age of needing an authority figure to tell us how to do something or what to do. We no longer need a priest at our church. We no longer need a doctor. We no longer need our teachers and professors. We no longer need our boss to like us and tell us a secret at lunch. The information is all out there. It's up to you to take the time to set aside 30 minutes to an hour, stop playing your video games, take a break from watching your TV, and put in a little bit of time and empower yourself. Become your own expert. And that's what I'm trying to get through to you guys today, is that ignorance is a choice, okay? And it all comes down to choices. One of my favorite quotes is, whatever you do in your free time tells you what's most important to you. And so sit back, reflect, think about it. What have you been doing the last 3-5 days in your free time? Really think about it. Is that what's important to you? Is playing video games, watching TV, cracking open a beer, maybe if you're in Colorado, smoking some weed? Are these things truly what is important to you? And if not, it's up to you, the choices that you can make it. And what we're going to break down today is where, right? In the age of too much information, I know there's a lot of you right now screaming on the other side of the screen, well, I can't decide what's true and what's not. There's so much information. There's one source that says it's right, another source that says it's wrong. And I hear you. I'm with you. I feel you. And so I actually took down a list, and I'm going to give it to you guys because I think these are just some of the most important places and verifiable places to get information. If you're looking for YouTube or a podcast, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Tom Bilyeu, Bilyeu. He has Health and Impact Theory. There's literally 700 episodes that are each an hour long that have some of the most profound, intelligent guests of all time. That is by far my recommendation for the first place to start learning and leveling up. Gary Vee has the most practical information. If you're looking for practical, Gary Vee is your guy. Dr. Joe Dispenza, where he's turning mysticism into reality, where science is becoming the language that is unifying all of us. And that's really what science is. That's really what data is. What do I mean by science? I mean peer-reviewed, published studies. Why? Because if someone publishes something, that means we all have a chance to interact with that data. And if you're a scientist, or if you're someone that lives in the region or the environment that they're discussing, or you have expertise in what they're discussing, you can weigh in on it and say, hey, I've gotten different results. Or you can say, hey, this checks out. And that gives us an emergent truth, okay? Jay Shetty podcast, or his book. Tim Ferriss podcast. London Real, another incredible show, has 2 million followers and brings on a host of guests that can change your life. And these guests are going to recommend nonfiction books for you to read. You can go on Amazon. They're literally $10 to $30. They'll be on your doorstep in 2 days. Ignorance is a choice, okay? And then for those of you that are wondering, where can I find these published, peer-reviewed articles that I can guarantee are not deceiving me? Well, here you go. Google Scholar. PubMed is my favorite. That's where I get a lot of my information, is PubMed. Science Direct is another really great website. IEEE Explorer, okay? This is electronics and electrical engineering if you are interested in that. Agricola, okay? This is the National Agriculture Library. So for you that are interested in agriculture, our food, crops, soil. and then eric.ed.gov. This is the Education Resources Information Center. And so I'm going to post those while I'm talking so you guys can type them in into your browser and take a look. But I'm telling you, 30 minutes to an hour, ignorance is a choice. Don't be ignorant, be empowered, be curious, and take matters into your own hands. All right, guys? I'm rooting for you, and I hope you guys join me in the path to enlightenment.